Mark Ridout in the black and yellow down in the midfield, and there's Adam Wright beyond him, and to his left is James Browning. So the top three in the championship all together. And we better switch back to live timing. Martin Gurnett in behind in the red. So pole position is indeed Ben Cottrell. And I'm pretty certain that's Anthony Harrington on the front row with him. Tim Hill, Ben Bennyworth. Is that Michael Ballinger? And Gerard Moore, I think. So here we go then. Union flag flying. Gerard Moore back in karting again. Craig Rankin's come back after a while away. Over start finish. And it's Harrington leading. Will they all make it through safely into the S's? Pretty much. Harrington, Cottrell takes a look over his shoulder. He's got a comfortable lead. And helping him out behind is Anthony Harrington going down the inside of Tim Hill for second. Hill coming straight back at him into the horseshoe. Right inside of Bennyworth. And the end of the first full lap then. Ben Cottrell leads in the pre-A final, ahead of Tim Hill, ahead of Anthony Harrington as they go down to turn one. Wright trying to get across, trying to drop Bennyworth with Ballinger on his bumper. Teammates from Spa this year. That won't end in tears now, will it? Behind Ballinger, James Browning. 94, I should say, is Gerard Moore. Ballinger ahead now of Ben Bennyworth. James Browning moves on to his bumper. Ben Cottrell's lead is 0.4 of a second. He's not getting away. Bennyworth looks to the inside of Ballinger. More to cover off James Browning, I fear. So there's Cottrell, the race leader, and Tim Hill's getting across. And Harrington's trying to hang on to get across with him. Adam Wright's coming across. Ballinger breaking clear of Bennyworth under pressure from James Browning, Gerard Moore. Someone's head in the way. So Browning's got inside of Ben Bennyworth. He can turn tighter because Bennyworth went in narrow. There's a crown on the road there. It falls away on the exit. Contact between Martin Gurnett and Gerard Moore. Gurnett's gone through. Not going to give that spot back. Mark Ridout moves on to the bumper of Gerard Moore as Gurnett is now looking to go by Ben Bennyworth. Cottrell still leads, but the tow from the back of his cart has pulled the other three. The other three in the top four onto his bumper. So Moore takes back his spot from Martin Gurnett into the S's. It's game on at the front. As Cottrell is holding off Hill, who's gone too deep into the hairpin. Drops back to fourth, and Harrington is back in second place. Wright is through to third place. And it's all to do again for Tim Hill. Browning closing in on Michael Ballinger. Cottrell's lost the lead to Harrington. And Browning has just picked off Ballinger for fifth. Trying to run down Adam Wright Remember, there's championship at stake now as we reach the halfway stage of the season. Wright moves to second, easing Ben Cottle out of the way. And onto the hairpin. Will Cottle strike back? Yes, he will. Oh, it's sort of yes and no and yes and no. Oh, and it's a bit messy. And that's put Tim Hill back in second place. And I think we might have lost Cottle. No, he's still running in fourth place, but he's fallen back and he might pick up a penalty for that, for contact. He certainly didn't gain from it, though. Browning in fifth, Ballinger, Gurnett. Further back, Mark Ridout, holding off Steve Bosley. Gurnett going for the position again on Ballinger, not quite there. Looking good for Anthony Harrington with 3.5 minutes, or 5.5 minutes now, into this 12-minute final. Andrew Dawson trying to get up the field as well. I can see Martin Gurnett trying to find a way by Michael Ballinger. He can't get it done. Will he try again down at the hairpin? This is the battle for 7th place, 6th place. Behind them. Oh, it's windy. It's windy. 2nd place, Hill and Adam Wright. Oh, and Hill runs wide again. I wonder if Tim Hill's got a braking problem, or is it the wind? Has he got bad wind? That's an interesting question. The gap is 1.1 seconds behind Anthony Harrington on that last lap. Can Adam Wright run him down before the finish? Further back, Ballinger still under pressure from Martin Gurnett and Gerard Moore, who've been together for most of this final. Fourth place, Ben Cottle, our erstwhile poleman from the Prix. From the Prix, this is the Prix. What am I talking about? James Browning trying to close in. He's now in that slipstream. Behind him, still Ballinger. Moore's got ahead of Martin Gurnett. Ben Bennyworth, Steve Bosley, Mark Ridout, Lenny Wood, Leonardo, 7. Mike Bodner, Andy Cowell for the first time on screen. And Ridout looks as though, I saw some heavy contact there, and Lenny Wood is in the tyres. What's going on up front? James Browning ahead of Ben Cottle. Your race leader is still Anthony Harrington with 3 minutes left. Adam Wright, the gap is 1.4 seconds. I've got a feeling that Anthony Harrington might have this one in the bag if he can keep it on the black stuff. Battle for second. Adam Wright, Tim Hill down at the horseshoe, or the hairpin into the horseshoe. Browning, Cottle, Ballinger, Moore, Gurnett. Gurnett down in 8th. Then it's Ben Bennyworth 9th. Looking for 10th place. Steve Bosley. fairly confident before the start of this one. And we've got another change for this rotating battle of three between Ballinger, Moore and Gurnett, and now Moore heads this group up to 6th place. And the wind shows no likelihood of stopping anytime soon. So back up front then. Still Anthony Harrington with a minute and a half left of this Pre-A final. He continues to lead. Adam Wright, Tim Hill, James Browning is getting across, but he's going to run out of time. Started too far down in the field. Jared Moore and Martin Gurnett still going at it, hammer and tongs. Over what I think is 6th place. They've put a little bit of time into Michael Ballinger. Pennyworth, Bosley. Got anything going on behind here? Dawson not too far up the field, just loses a spot to Daljit Bahi. Bahi. Dawson round the outside. Gets it done. There's a big tour going on there. We're on the last lap. Where's our race leader? Anthony Harrington. Well, he's letting Wright and Hill close in, but I think it's safely in the bag, and I don't think Hill's quite close enough to Adam Wright to go stuck behind him and tow past him over start-finish. Out of the last corner then, just the run to the line. Anthony Harrington wins the Pre-A final from Adam Wright and Tim Hill. James Browning finishes in 4th place. Ben Cottle 5th from pole position. Martin Gurnett, Michael Ballinger, Jared Moore, Ben Bennyworth, Steve Bosley is 10th. Ben Bennyworth was 9th. Mike Bodner, Daljit Bahia, Andrew Dawson, Peter Hobbs was 14th. Andrew Cowell finished in 15th. Of this 24 kart field.